Ushaanza.
Sasa hivi
Kija na comment anasema hajasikia pia, so I couldn't say hello. I couldn't say hello.
hi Geri. I think the microphone did, but the prayer is there. And thank you for joining. How are you? Today we are making a special. It is called special githeri. It's a mix. It's a mixture of beans. Sometimes it is taken just the way it is, but we want to beautify the githeri. When you add anything to githeri, it is special. It is normally added with sometimes meat, but today we are just adding cabbage, potatoes, and carrots. Carrots. Is it carrots? Carrots? Yeah. So karibu DJ, and thank you to be the first one to comment. You are highly appreciated and loved. Karibu to Mama's African Food. If you're joining for the first time, please subscribe. It's a food channel. You'll be able to see most of Kenyan foods. Most of Kenyan food, the food that is in Kenya. We do it here and live. Thank you, JJ. Every day, apart from Sundays, but sometimes Sundays, occasionally we do it. But mostly we do it from Monday to Saturday. JJ is saying bless you, Jenna. Oh, thank you. It is chilly somehow. But the best thing, well, I don't know whether to say it's the best. It is not raining at the moment. The floods went with the rain. So at least you can cook at the backyard. Yeah. So thank you. As I said, if you're doing it for the first time, please do subscribe.
Victor nakuchungulia huko nje. Unaenda.
This is the white cabbage that we want to add to our special today. The beans are already boiled, and maize. This is a common food in schools, in Kenyan schools. And I don't know whether it's a myth or true. They used to put kerosene. They say it reduces the child libido. I don't know. Since they're in boarding school, so they used to put some paraffin. I don't know. It's the kids who comes about with these stories. So I'm not very sure. I wouldn't say much about it. So here we have our carrot. The best thing about the carrot, it reduces the gas in the beans. So I like putting carrot in my githeri or anytime I do beans. It's a simple meal. The only time it consumes is when you're boiling it. It needs a lot of time to boil. And now preparing, ready for eating, just takes a few minutes. The best thing with fresh carrot, you can peel like this. But if it has stayed, the meat does not go anywhere. Hi Sino boy, how are you? Welcome and thank you for joining. Yeah, Mama's African Pot, where we cook African foods. endelea ataharibika. Yeah, I'm just from the gym. I'm a bit tired. You say it is made of maize and beans, but I see all these ingredients. The maize and beans are in this pot. They're boiling. They're in the pot. You're not seeing the maize. The maize and the beans are already boiled. I don't know. She's not shown here. Here are the maize. You're still giving it a boil. I can see you've seen this. Have you seen potatoes? Not yet. We are going to add potatoes. We want to add some meat, but I just decided not to. Potatoes are dirty. The main thing in this is the maize and beans, because as I said, with maize and beans you can just boil, put salt, put some fats or oil, and you have your meal. But now all these are just added ingredients in the githeri. Normally the githeri is just cooked, eaten the way it is, good for breakfast. I remember during my tender age, my grandmother used to make githeri in a big pot, and Jeffrey, how are you? I'm going to take you to the island. Thank you for the offer, but let me cook. If I go to the island, I won't be able to cook. Yeah, I was saying during my young, we just used to boil this. Our home used to have githeri. Okay, my grandmother's home, I would say. The food was always there. Anytime you come, you find food. And it used to be put in a big pot. We call it mbiso kamba. Anytime you come, you will find something to eat. And there used to be a guard, kibuyu, where she used to put milk, sour milk. So you will get, anytime you come, there's food. Only when there's special occasion that you will change to other food, or maybe if you want to change. But this githeri used to be there 24/7. That was the major food. Now, as we are just modifying the githeri, as I said, they used to boil maize, beans, and you add salt. So if you're privileged, you will get some oil or fats to add to the githeri. But most of the time it was just plain maize and beans. So very rich, because there's starch, there's protein from the beans. As I said, it is only if you're privileged you will get to have some fats or onion. But the goodness with the farmland there, There used to be tomatoes and onions planted. This kitchen garden was there. My grandmother's backyard had a very big farm. She used to plant maize and the beans. So these were just coming from the backyard. Though she had a big farm, but the backyard farm was just a small for day-to-day eating. And she used to plant maize and beans. Seems like you get tired of eating githeri. Yeah, we never got tired because we needed to eat. We never got tired. And by the way, you take it in the morning with porridge. If maybe you prepare porridge in the morning, you take it at lunchtime and you take it in the evening. But I would say my grandmother used to change sometimes. She would make some ugali, but githeri was there for any eventuality, any visitor who comes. At least there was food on the table. Africans are very generous, JJ. You'll never go. In fact, you go to any home. If you don't eat, it's like either you feel special or I don't know. But anytime you go, you are a visitor to an African home, at least you will eat. My number is now working. If maybe you want to do any testing of Mama's food, you can always do a WhatsApp. But please just do a WhatsApp for asking for food, not any other thing. The number is in the bio. If you happen to be in Kenya or if you're a Kenyan, you can always call and we chat the way to our stomach. JJ, what exactly did you use to cook that was frequent in your home when you were just young? That was our food, githeri. Beans and maize. Sometimes you get the hard maize, the dried maize, or the young, the green maize. But mostly it was the dried maize. Because for the green maize, it is just seasonal. It is during when they are ripe. But immediately, most the stored maize was the hard maize. So this is decorating the githeri. The cabbage, the potatoes, the carrot. That's why it's called special githeri. I'll also add some garlic, and since I love onion, the onions will be there. So seal beans and white rice. Okay, rice was a privileged food. Yeah, because also they used to make rice with beans, but as I said, during special occasion, and it was a privileged food. They used to do that too. It was only beans, and this is very common in Kenya. It is cooked all over Kenya. There are people who call it breakfast food, especially the Nyanza, because their staple food in that area is ugali, which is a Kenyan staple food. Now, eastern area, central, and I would say, okay, eastern and central area, that is the Mount Kenya, they do githeri. In Kikamba it is called githeri. In Kikuyu they call it githeri with a G. Kikamba they put a K. But they also do pounded maize. They remove the skin of the maize, and that is called mukokoi. Hii awaoni hapa sasa hivi. Hii haionekani. Haya mkubwa. I talked about rain, there are signs of rain. But this won't take long. It's a special githeri and special cooking. Doesn't require a lot. I told you it's a school food. In school, because it is easy to cook, you just boil, and you're saying people eat it every day. In school, in fact, it is like their food. I told you about putting kerosene in githeri, and I would say I used to smell it, but I don't know. They're saying that it's good, because most of the secondary school going kids are all mature. This also reduces gas. In fact, when boiling, some will tell you to boil with a piece of garlic. Another staple we usually eat is corn tortilla. Okay, we usually eat it with a stew, beans and soup. Okay, yeah, it's like now our chapati. But I would also say that chapati, in fact, even the name refers to a celebration. I mean, food for celebration. Chapati wasn't common, but nowadays it's like it's all over hotels. It has become the cheapest that you can afford, because you can get a chapo for 10 bob with maybe an egg. That's about 40 bob. An egg 20 bob, and chapati 20. I mean 30 bob. That is mayai pasua. It's a street food. You can also get chapati for 20 bob, maragwe 30, and sometimes they give you the sauce, the bean sauce for free. So it has become a very cheap food. Most hotels, street hotels. But githeri beats it all. It is the cheapest. And if you ask for special githeri, it will cost you. So in mostly githeri in construction site, They like this food because it is heavy. Nipe hili nipindulie hii. Kama unipindulie hii kwa hili. Haya mahindi yanaungua. Nipindulie hii pale. Inaona sasa. Niweke mafuta kwa sababu ya hii mvua hii. So we are ready with our ingredients. Let's now make our githeri special. Okay. Tomato paste tushaifungua. Tomato paste. Niweke tomato. By the way, JJ in Mombasa, they've opened a Mexican restaurant. They do a lot of tortilla and hii nyingine inaitwa nini? Hiyo chakula nyingine, tacos. Did you finish all the sunflower seeds, Janet?
Yeah, they're over.
Now she's eating other things. It's a bit chilly. There are signs of rain, so at the backyard, the moment it rains, we'll just cover the deep one. This one is not. How do you carry this? This is now the food that is cooked. That friend of yours, the lady from Kiambu. This is now their food, and that area is very rich. You've been to the Mexican? Not yet. I want to. It's in Mombasa. I just saw them advertising it, but I wanted to. I will. And I will sample. I'll go there, I'll sample, because they have all the Mexican, everything Mexican. There was a lady who was sampling and advertising for the hotel. So I saw the advert, and I said, this is JJ's food. The only thing I didn't see is the fried jack. They don't do that. It's not a Mexican food, that one, yeah? Do they have any in Nairobi, Jan? Mexican restaurant?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's only in Mombasa.
Nairobi has a lot of diverse
Nairobi has a lot of different kinds. Even Nigerian restaurants are there. That shocked me. In fact, just around here, they have a Nigerian restaurant. They don't have a good Swahili restaurant. Those who are claiming to be Swahilis are not Swahili. So one day, God willing, could you repeat what you said about my friend? Yeah, that friend of yours. What is her name? Susan. This is their food. The one from Kiambu. You didn't listen. Why? This is what they cook, and their place is very rich, very fertile. You see, things like potatoes, they don't grow in in coast or the eastern part of the eastern part of Kenya. But their place is very fertile and very Kikuyu. Very fertile and rich. It's like western. This eastern part is a semi-arid area. In fact, they receive very little rain. So even putting garlic in githeri, no, it's a no. Hii Mungu itatosha. Nile kubwa.
Unapika nyingi. Ndio hiyo kubwa. Naleta sufuria.
Wacha tuone. Na kama iko ndogo. Today, yes, curry powder. I was asking you if you have been to the Mex and also to the owners of Mexican Kenyans. I don't know. I've not been to that place, but I'm intending to go. It's in Mombasa. I don't know. Maybe they are Mexicans. You know, with Kenya, we are very liberal. I mean, anybody who comes to Kenya can open a business, depending with the kind of business and the money you have. So we don't. There are countries that a foreigner cannot open a business. Like now, Chinese are too many. They've opened a lot of businesses in Kenya, and they are doing well. So I don't know. I think they are Mexican because who will know how to cook this food? Though the Google has become friendly to everybody, so anybody can cook any food. Tomato paste kidogo. Umepeleka huko Kitambaa. When did the Chinese start coming to Africa? Just the other day, when they started making roads in... Because me, I think I started seeing them when I was already mature. Just the other day. Maybe in 90s. No, not 80s. 80s no. In 90s, late 90s, yeah, when they started doing the roads. Let's add some tomato paste. Still decorating the githeri. How much curry powder goes into githeri? Just a knife full, knife full of curry powder. But githeri with curry powder is very strong, very tasty, very sweet. I like putting the tomato paste to give the food color. Hii inaanza kushika sasa. Unaona ndani? I didn't think this recipe called for the only spice that I put in this was curry powder, chili cube, and Royco. Royco, it's good. It thickens the chili cube. Chili cube, it's obvious. As I said today, curry powder has to go. I even bought curry powder for that Geri special. You put curry powder, it's very tasty, very tasty. Gigi, what did the curry powder do to you? This is international. Curry powder is international. The only ingredients that you don't have are the Royco, Chuzi mix, chili cube. This is Kenyan. And yesterday I saw another spice, Kenyan made spice. I wanted to buy. Janet said, you don't need it. I just wanted to see what they put in that. I wish I just read the ingredients. Maybe it's part of curry powder, Kenyan curry powder. And this was my granddaughter's request. Yesterday she said, Vavas, you make githeri special. Ulimsikia?
Jioni.
Magari. Suspect you like that. Nairobi Kenya. I normally put potatoes, carrot first to get to sip the spicy to sip. Then lastly I'll put my tomato and the dania, coriander. Then because this one takes time to cook, if you want to be adventurous, don't take Janet shopping with you. By the way, she will stop me from Anytime I want to buy something, she'll tell me, do you really need it? You know, I'm an impulse buyer.
The spice she's talking about was nyama choma spice.
And I'm not cooking nyama choma.
She just cooked nyama choma the other day. So right now, obviously, I figured she doesn't need it.
Are you here? Yeah, you're right. But both of them, even Sally will tell you, do you really need that? I think I am an impulse buyer. I buy when I see. I don't buy because I need. I buy when I see. That's why I don't like going to window shopping. If I go for window shopping, I go to buy. You know, it perplexes me. Somebody can just walk in the shop and not buy anything. Me, I enter a shop. I have to come out with something. I'm going to go to drink on my subscription. Yeah, kumbe kuna so there goes my beans and the maize, but these are green maize. Then lastly, I'll add my cabbage. Imagine that's a meal. This is already a meal the way it is. Well done, big mama. Thank you. I am good. And how are you? Thank you. Thank you for the good words. What are you preparing? Already salvating. Yeah, I'm preparing githeri special. Githeri special is maize and beans. You can put a dried maize, but this one I did with a green maize with beans, and we call it special because we add some other items, because githeri is normally done just githeri, boiling the beans and maize. But today I've added potatoes, cabbage, carrot, and I've fried it. We normally just boil, put some oil, and we eat it the way it is. It's a common food in Kenya. Most Kenyans kitchen you will find githeri, especially in the rural area, and they eat it differently. There are those who take it as a breakfast. That is porridge with a plate of githeri. That's good enough for the day, because it is lunch come breakfast. It's 2 meals a day. Guess what? Hey, now what is this, JJ? Who plaited your hair for you? You look pretty like under 16. My daughter did. So I'm just saying that's Thank you for the good words, Ajay. Thank you so much for the good words. What? Guess.
I think anasema bless you. I remember you said it before. Siko sure lakini.
Kwa Kiswahili?
Kijerumani.
But that is JJ.
Yeah, him and Martin usually. I think so. I'm not too sure.
They get words.
They usually send it.
Ah,
Yeah.
bless you too, JJ.
I think it's because I was sneezing. Thank you, JJ.
Oh, you sneezed again. So this is one of Kenya spice. This is to thicken the soup.
Huyu ndo yule wanakusumbua ama nini?
Ayumu, what if I didn't write with a space? Google will translate it.
Oh, so you've gotten a hack.
Huyu ni mgeni.
Mjui.
Wale ambao wanakuja kila siku wakujaji.
Hujasoma venye meandika.
Nimeandika story nyingine. Ela si yule.
Ndo nasema.
Nafikiri ni yeye.
Mbona kuangua? Kuangua nini?
Ni mahindi umemwaga hapa. Kisha uweza kuangua hizi. JJ, you see how simple githeri is prepared. You boil your maize until they are well cooked. You boil your beans. You can boil together maize and beans. Then what all the added ingredients include? Call it no, this is not rice pilau. There is no dawa pilau in this.
There's no rice.
There is no rice. No, you can't call it pilau, JJ.
You call it pilau.
You call it githeri pilau. Because now with pilau, by the way, with kisu, siende na kisu. With pilau, I would have pilau. You can't add cabbage because cabbage is watery, and pilau is a dry, spicy rice.
He's joking.
Yeah, I know it's just. That's why I like it. That's my. Ooh, say, salamu za kutisha.
Sound kama yeye.
Unajua ujui kwa sababu wameweka picha ya mtoto.
Kama ni mtoto.
So unafungua ni githeri. Actually, this is a food channel. We only cook. Entertainment? No. I don't know what kind of entertainment. The only way maybe I'll entertain you, maybe you taste my food. And that's all. It's a food channel as indicated. What am I thinking about? Let's add rice and call it Dear JJ. Sure. Swahilis or people who eat githeri will take me to jail. If I add any other thing in this, it is just super the way it is. It is enough the way it is. If you're joining for the first time and you love cooking, please do subscribe, and don't forget to like. The likes are very important for Mama. And this is a food channel. Sorry I didn't maybe explain what it is, but this is a food channel. It's a channel where we do cook. We take suggestion. If maybe you are in India and you want me to cook something that you cook in India, that is Asia, just come up with that. If you are in America, like my friend Joseph, and you want me to cook fried jack, you just suggest and you tell me how it is done, then we cook together. So this is a place for the main entertainment in this channel is food, cooking, and making friends, genuine friends. Because I would say I've gotten very good friends in there. So let's add the cabbage for it to sit well. Haya. Nataka kuanguka. Kuna kajiwe mahali ama hizo tu. I stopped suggesting. I know there's a food pending for you, and I even have a screenshot of something Palo. I still have it. Like I said, I've not done some shopping, so there are items that I would require. That's why. But it's not that I've forgotten this one here, but yeah. You see, I even remember the name. And I have a screenshot. You want me to send you the screenshot? I will. I'll send you the screenshot. You'll see that I've put it pending. But this was to do with coconut here. Kibati kimeenda wapi? There's all this is. Now, don't hesitate. Just send as many suggestions as you can. And when I start doing your suggestion, I will definitely. I like all the suggestions that you bring. Like you brought up a suggestion that it's stuck in us. Yesterday, Janet made the guacamole. That is your suggestion. That is you who came up with it. So it's not that it's because maybe I don't have the items to do it, and don't forget you need the banana. Yeah.
You also did fried plantains the last time.
Yeah, the other time I did plantain. The one you suggested.
And they were really good.
They were, in fact, everybody liked them. Though they burnt. I don't know. Tortilla, yeah. All those I remember.
But for
it's
the
only
tortilla,
that
you need to get the bread.
Yeah, it's only that I am short of cash. I don't want to. It's only that the finances don't allow. But all the suggestions that are there, I keep them aside. Even Martin sends me some. and they're all in my mind. Because now if I cook only, I'll cook all these African food and I'll exhaust them. So that's why I like I don't know who brought this bolognese Italian food I did yesterday. Janet made guacamole. Yes, yesterday she was eating that chapati. I made chapati, so she made avocado, those things. Because I think she wanted to see if she could make something similar to what Sally tasted in DC. So she tried yesterday. Now you can see we stuck with what you suggested long time ago. Now fried jack. That is Janet's special.
You know, KFC, the one here,
Yeah.
they make nachos, but they taste just like fried jacks. I don't know how they make them.
Now
You try them.
I'll try them.
The last time Sally ordered them. Yeah,
What do they? What are they called?
Nachos.
You
But
say
they
you just say you
just
want
like fried
fried jack.
Yeah.
You see, even now you've made her go look for the fried jack. She's saying that she went to KFC and they made something very similar. They call them nacho, but they just taste like a fried jack. Now I know we've made guacamole, fried jack, tortilla, plantain. I told you we never used. I loved it. We never used to do that. We just used to add coconut milk and sugar. But this one we didn't even add sugar in it. But it came out very, very sweet. Hi, bud. Now this was sweet. Sweet. Not just delicious, but sweet. I told Janet this pot was small. It is only reason that whenever I cook chapati, I don't do. In fact, I don't do fried jack. And I do it in a hurry before Janet comes because she'll tell me. Because with the fried jack, you need quite a lot of oil. What Asali say about it? She said she loved it. Nacho are usually corn chips. I don't know what she's had, but was it nacho? Yeah, but it was like fried jack. That is what she's saying. Yeah, you said nacho is chips. Maybe it's a mixture of chips and that fried jack. In fact, I'm going to buy it today and see what it is. I'm passing by. I just want the potatoes to cook. Githeri is one of the simplest food to cook. Simple. And it's only that they wanted special githeri. But for my githeri, I remember we just used to, but that one was super delicious. We used to, you get your githeri, it is dry, they remove the water completely. Then you get your githeri, you get some cow fats. The one that you squeeze from the cow fats, then you boil the cow fat and you put in the githeri. It's like you are taking githeri with meat inside. Very delicious. Or kimbo. They used to be these vegetable fats. You just boil your kimbo, and that one I used to like with the skin, the maize that it's called murokoi. So you just boil the kimbo and you just pour on the githeri. Yeah, I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture. Jana tutakula.
You're saying nachos are corn chips.
Amesema nikinunua, anasema nachos.
I know, but the ones they have at KFC are not made from corn. The KFC here.
He said if I buy, I take a picture. I
You
send
show
him.
him.
Okay. There's a sign of rain. So it is a colorful githeri, you can see. And if you ask in a hotel, nataka githeri special, this is what they do. They do this sijaona githeri ya kama. Yes, sukuma wiki.
Nikiimagine kama mtu anaweza ongeza kitu kama hiyo.
Ni spinach. Na maharagwe uzuri ya kubumbuluka. Sasa na iko na supu vizuri. Unaweza kula imeiva. Now it's ready. So this one you take with sour milk. Like me, I'm going to take it with sour milk or yogurt. You have a very good meal. This is better than the rice bean stew. JJ, this is better. Just try it. Try it at home. You won't regret. And don't forget to add curry powder. It is part of the ingredient. What is the difference between githeri and mukimo? Githeri you don't mash. Mukimo you mash with potatoes. You can mash with potato. You can mash with mostly with potato. And mukimo is it's now a Kikuyu version of beans with mashed beans with some other with potatoes. In Eastern or Ukambani they add pumpkin and they call it mukimo, just the same way, mukimo. They add pumpkin with greens, and the Luyas they call it mushenya. They add sweet potatoes, but for Kamba and Kikuyu there is green maize in it. So there is mukimo, there is githeri, mukimo, mata. Mata is common in Meru sides, and that one you add green peas, not beans, green peas with green maize. Very, very, very healthy. Very healthy. Now in Taita they do it with cassava or banana, green bananas. So it is a version. Every area has its own version of mukimo, and they all have their names. Like now Taita they call it kimanga, Ukambani they call it mukimo, Kikuyu they call it mukimo, the Merus they call it mata. So it's a mixture, mashed food. I just want the because Janet wants to test. I want to plate, and the soup is too much. So this one, then you get this soup, this githeri soup with chapati. Very nice. I don't know if the chapatis are there. Nilikuwa nataka kukwambia, just check. I just said that. I said this one with chapati, just put. Janet wants to taste with chapati. That one.
Me like the soup.
The soup, yeah, I know. They don't overcook the cabbage.
So I'm just going to try kidogo for now.
I don't think we added salt. I wish you had an avocado.
I just had an avocado.
You should put an avocado in that. Mostly
It's
they
okay.
do.
It's good. It's really
Get
good.
an avocado. Mostly they do it with avocado. So you see what
Chumvi haijaikeka but iko unaweza kula.
Usiweke chumvi nyingi. You see what I'm saying? There's a chapati here and there's this. And she says she likes it with chapati. So I said it, I didn't know she was going to bring a chapati. So this is what, she's just going to get an avocado. And it's raining. Like I can feel the drops. But for me, I just want the soup to dry. So the beans you cook the beans, the maize too, then you changanya this soup. And I thought that the pot was small. So this is what we call Mama's African pot, a pot for food. Food and chatting and learning new things, learning new foods. I really like trying new foods. Imagine it's raining. Feel the rain. I talked about the rain. There's a big cloud. Maybe the avocados now are ready to be harvested. There are too many. I wouldn't want to harvest and keep them in the house. So I was planning to harvest all of them. I put in the box and just keep outside for neighbors to pick. There's a time I harvested a sack full. And hakuna
Hakuna huko nje.
hakuna mbichi. Mbele yangu. Siwezi hazianguki. She didn't get an avocado, but this was very well in avocado. Super tasty. He's trying to cut the ones that are outside. They're all spoiled. So let's test the way it is. So geuze ikuangalie.
Mvua iko karibu. Unaisikia?
Mvua hata imetona. These ones that fall, they get spoiled. They're not ripe for avocados.
Alright, I'll just have it with the chapati.
Chapati moja inatosha.
Hata ni nusu. Nishiba kidogo. Hata hiyo avocado ya mwisho mimi ndo nimeiva.
Ungejua. She just took the avocado without. You can make some avocado oil, yeah. But yeah, you're right. That's why I've just kept them for long to ripe. Sasa zimekuwa ripe hizi avocados.
So here's the githeri. I've got a bit of chapati. I've already tested the soup, it's really good. Sometimes we add butter or blue band.
Yeah.
Blue band is usually the best. Margarine.
I like now you can add margarine or butter. If you add butter, it is really tasty. Very. I was telling Geri,
It's really good.
to shift from bean stew with rice to githeri with chapo or tortilla, with fried jack.
Especially
This
the
one can go very well with fried jack.
special githeri. It's really yummy. Kenyans don't like githeri because of boarding school.
Yeah, that is the main food.
Yeah, so it's really good. I like it. Generally, I like it anyway because I love when it's soupy. So I like this type. Sorry.
You don't like the dry? Na inanukia.
Mtamu.
Mimi sijua mind githeri.
Which is weird. Oh, ni venye bado hajakuwa traumatized na high school.
High school.
Hopefully she won't.
So I've done it. I've plated. Maybe in the evening, that is just a maybe. If maybe get avocados and add to my githeri, I will go live. If I don't, then I'll just post in my shorts to see how it is. You see how thick it has become. The soup gets thicker. Na viazi vimeiva. Sometimes you just mash a little bit of the potatoes to make it even thicker. To make the soup thicker. So I know by evening it will be a super tasty food. Msanga. Utaweka maji hapa ama tutazima makaa? Tuzime tu. Kuna maji umepeleka. So I want to switch off my jiko. Leta hiyo ndoo. Hiyo ndoo siko na maji. Hiyo sasa nitachota na nini? So I want to switch off.
Kwenda kukuletea jagi.
Jagi. Just let it go. Yeah, let me just introduce the channel while I'm nearing closing it, because the food that I was cooking is there, so you can refer to my to the live if maybe you just joining. We did a special githeri. Special githeri is a Kenyan recipe consisting of maize, green maize, and beans. You can take it just direct, that is green maize and beans, and it is tasty on its own. Yeah, see you, JJ. For this one, it's special. We call it special because we added some spices, cabbage, potatoes, carrot, coriander, and we added spices in this food. So that's why we call it special. Otherwise, githeri is just you can decide to do onion and githeri, salt, and that is a meal. That is a fine meal. But now this one, as I said, it's special. Some ingredients added to it. why we call it special. So this is a food channel. We cook various kinds of food. Please, if you're joining for the first time, do subscribe, like. Nitatumia kikombe cha nimechomeka. Sasa tutatoa kidogo kidogo I recycle my charcoal. I normally combine it I just want to switch off my jiko. Special way of switching it off. Because you're not cooking any other item. So we normally switch it off by pouring water on it. Though they sign like rain, but this is a lot of charcoal. So what I normally do, I just switch it off. And that means I'm closing the flame. Okay. Sometimes it is dangerous.
Funika hiyo.
I burnt myself hiyo jivu ni nzuri. I burnt myself by pouring water. That is the way I switch off my jivu. So that tomorrow I can use the charcoal once more. So the meal is ready. We've done the plating. Let's call it a day. We switch off the jiko, so there is nothing else we're cooking for today. So just a humble request, if you're joining for the first time, please do subscribe, do like. Next time you tell me where you're watching from. But I'm very grateful and thankful. Thank you, JJ. Let's meet tomorrow, same time. Let's cook once more. Bye-bye for now. See you.